thing to do is call in on the conference line, just in case anybody. Best thing to do is call in on the conference line. Call in on the conference line. Okay?
I should have said. People need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the Co-Federation Solar Sun-Our Starship Planet Earth, restored to heaven on our and every earth as our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal voyager and shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission: to rediscover and re-understand, sustain, and explore our and all our, in fact, familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, past, present, retroactively, and now, rebalance, and future, always balancing, to lovingly, genealogically, and boldly become and be space-time travelers whenever and where we have, in dimensional reality, all in part been before, if also never been before, in alternative space-time lines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum, balance, combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, long, and prosper all both in each and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both in each, and each both in all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunderous blast, she emerges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She's risen from the nativity of Caldera. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She's risen. She's risen.
We are risen.
We all are risen.
Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be.
महालक्ष्मी मृडप्रिया महारूपा महापूज्या महापातकनाशिनी महामाया महासत्त्व महाशक्ति महारथी महाभूता महेश्वर्या महावीर्या महाबला महाबुद्धि महासिद्धि महायोगेश्वरेश्वरी महातंत्र महामंत्र महायंत्र महासना महायागक्रमाराध्या ओम महाभैरवपूजिता महेश्वर महाकल्पक महातांडव साक्षिणी महाकामेशमहिषी महात्रिपुर सुंदरी चतुष्षष्टि उपचाराढ्या चतुष्षष्टि कलामयी महाचतुष्षष्टिकोटियोगिनी गणसेविता
Some celestial event. No. Words. Words. God, I should have said. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Look, people need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
Are you there?
This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not your, our new millennial law.
Okay. I thought Patricia. Lady May Sunflower, who wants to kill her Peter Blacksmith. This is Anna Marie, singing Christian, and I am Cherokee, Cheyenne, Blacksmith, and out of Washington, Dakota. And I am also a French, English, and German. That means we are all related. We embrace the new millennial gold through as the law of all creation of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth and all the planets of all the universes.
Welcome to our broadcast from the heart and headquarters of the New Millennial Confederation of Earth and Planets, of the family community of love, life, and in light of balance of the New Millennial Golden Rule. I am a first but not last or only cosmic Christ that is a savior of a world. Another word for me is a true Q. I am broadcasting as much as I possibly can a simple message. The only government of the earth is a gender parity government that includes people of all hues and heritages equally in divine democracy. That is the only government. I am not only a direct relation of Maryam of Magdala and Maryam of Nazareth and Jesus of Nazareth, but I am also the risen high priestess of Atlantis. The goddess Astrea is what she was referred to, a goddess incarnation in a human being of a process in the universe that is unknowable and ineffable. It is the divine mother, or the yin force, or the nurturing, connecting, intuitive energies of the universe that are necessary for sound decision making and for balance of the social order in harmony with nature, with Mother Nature. Now, Mother Nature and Father Time work together. The yin and the yang work together. One includes the other includes the one. They each include one another. However, there is some differences between them, and the complementarity overlaps the symmetry. And when decisions are made with both genders, the genius of the yin and yang together comes forth. When decisions are made by only one gender, and it's the male gender, you have an imbalance in the direction of action without nurturing and connection intuition. The actions lead to disaster over time because they are not balanced by the yin force. The yin has the yang within it. A woman today needs to accelerate her yang in order to be heard, because we have several thousands of years of invisibilizing her. We have had a time of rising for women, but if we don't seize the moment to use that to transform our system on this planet, we will fall back into the old ways we already have, especially here in North America. The women are malfunctioning. This is not what they expected. They expected equality. Instead, they have tokenization and exploitation. They have a culture in which they have no way to nurture their children. They have a culture in which they have no time for one another and no regard for one another except to buy the latest product. This is not what we mean by the divine feminine. The divine feminine has to be able to form a clan mother circle in every community on earth. And the men of the community need to want that and to respect that. They all need to know that we are all of us at most 50th cousina and 50th cousin from one another genealogically. We are all related. You're sitting down with family. It is the family that is the key to the heart of the human being. A good relationship with the mother, a good relationship with an extended family, a good relationship with the father is the key to being a human being that has morals and ethics and able to think to the 7th to the 11th generation. We just had a brief contact with one of the women who delivered the, well, both of them were listening, with Anna Marie singing cricket and her mother, Ma Patricia, sunflower. These women are Native American and European mixture. That's very important for us in this world because we in North America did create a genocide here. The Europeans, when they arrived, caused enormous destabilization in the native population here. Millions of people died. Millions of souls were lost. Many people believe that the move to put women and children and men in reservations, which is what we did to the Native Americans, gave an inspiration to Hitler to put people in concentration camps. We also are this month, traditionally on this part of the world, celebrating what is called Black History Month. We feel uncomfortable with designating one month for only one ethnic group in this great nation, well, in this great region. We have many constituent heritages making up this great region. We do have a very great debt to pay to the Black Americans, to African Americans. African Americans were brought here as slaves. They also experienced a profound genocide. Their souls are also in the universe. They are waiting for us to become risen enough to know of the pain that we caused for millions of people and to want to reconnect their souls in a love society, in a society of lovingness that would never do such a thing like that again. We are going in the opposite direction. We are creating a global concentration camp of global warming in which billions of people will die for absolutely nothing because of one tendency of the human species that it must now overcome. And that is to put a hierarchy between the women and the men when decisions are made. For women to have learned a role in which they hang back from decision making and defer to men and act as if the decisions made by only men could possibly make sense. We are in the month and the time period, the months, January, February, where Miriam Lambert Payne's husband, Tom Lambert Payne, delivered common sense to the North American continent as a way of a revolutionary change out of monarchy and aristocracy. His original plan, very clearly written in the pamphlet, Common Sense, and in a pre-World earlier written letter called an occasional letter to the female gender, is that women are necessary in the decision making or that men become brutes. And he said that very clearly and wanted a government where women were fully present. He also wanted a government that included indigenous people, that did not allow slavery and had no property requirement. Now, we are calling this month the month of time travel with common sense. However, I believe I am a partial reincarnation of some of the women of the family of Miriam Lambert and Tom Paine. However, I also believe that that couple was a partial reincarnation of the Essene and Gnostic Nazarene people and Magdalene people of the ancient Holy Land, that it's very possible that Tom Paine himself was the Apostle Thomas reincarnated. And he was here to bring a greater light that continued the work of his dear beloved friend, Jesus of Nazareth, and their friends, Miriam of Nazareth, Miriam of Magdala. The wife of Tom Paine died in childbirth. In that time, and we're talking 1700s, which was not that long after the terrible witch hunts that took place in Europe toward women. Women were docile, and their medicine was done mostly by men. There was midwifery, but the women who did the midwifery did not have much in the way of literacy. And so the doctoring was mostly done by men. It was done very primitively. There was no dialogue between men and women about the procedures for childbirth. And hordes of women died. If you ever saw the film Braveheart, you saw how the William Wallace character was inspired by the suffering of his wife. Tom Paine delivered his second big publication, Tom Lambert Paine, of Common Sense on Valentine's Day. That was not a coincidence with no meaning. That was profound in its meaning, because he was daring to challenge the hierarchy of gender. But we, on this continent, have been ignoring common sense for over 240 some years, almost 250 years. Common Sense was considered one of the greatest documents of what was called the Enlightenment. The Enlightenment that had a intellectual but also spiritual understanding of what was necessary for life. I'm going to take a break. We'll be right back. It looks like I left myself on mute. Well, we'll repeat it tomorrow. We'll repeat the broadcast tomorrow. You'll get it again. No problem. The most important thing is to go to this website. Just simply go to this website and read the New Millennial Golden Rule there. It says it all. I'm redundant to what's already on the website. I do like to spout and speak. You need to see someone speaking to you. Hear politicians and CEOs speaking to you all the time. You need to see a woman speaking to you about the need for parity and establishing it now. So even though I was on mute, the most important thing is that you came and you saw these websites. Go visit them, and we will see you tomorrow. Or later today, I guess is what it is, later today. Depending where you are in the world. Every blessing, and in the worlds. Hi there, Ma. Hi, Ma. Hi, all you great and grandmas. We know you're watching, and your men are too. But we're focusing on you right now. First go first. You know we are. As Ellie said, is anybody listening? I know that you are. I love you. And we'll all come to love the female better again. Every blessing. And that way we'll love the males better again too. The females and the males equally beloved.